What's going on? So I'm out today at the Fallon Municipal Airport. It's kind of a small airport, but today I got the Canon 80D. It's been, oh goodness, I think the last time I took this camera out was summer of 2022. So yeah, I'm gonna see how it holds up in 2024, going into 2025, and see what kind of shots we can get. So stay tuned. So this past week, I decided to try and get reacquainted with an old friend. That friend being my first real camera, this Canon 80D. Now I bought this camera right after I finished shooting my horror film, Dollface Terror on Route 9. It was in the midst of the pandemic and at a point that I finally realized that photography was the thing that I wanted to pursue more than anything else. I actually ended up pretty much shelving this camera after switching to a mirrorless full frame camera. I switched over to the Canon EOS R. Now, the last time that I actually used this was in the summer of 2022, and I wanted to pull it out and see if going into 2025 it still holds up. So I took it out to our local airport for some shots. Now, I'm not gonna lie, for the first 20 or so minutes, I was pretty lost. The button placement was different than what I've grown used to with my EOS R and my R7, but eventually I did start getting the feel of the camera back. And although in my opinion, I brought the wrong lens for this particular shoot, I think it performed pretty well in this scenario. It's times like this that I wish I brought my telephoto. But I was just coming to check out the 80D, man. I wasn't expecting any planes to be taking off today, but hey, that works for me, right? Unfortunately, I can't get any good close-up shots, but it is what it is. We'll see what we got. As you can see, some shots were pretty good while others were a little But again, it took me a bit to get comfortable with it. And since I felt like I used the wrong lens, I decided to take it back out and I took my dogs to the dog park to get some shots of them. So in continuing my quest to see if the Canon 80D still holds up in 2024, I brought my dogs to the dog park. And although I know that the Canon 80D doesn't shoot very fast, I'm gonna see what I can get. And in doing so, I brought the 150 to 600, and we're gonna see how that looks on the 80D. I've never put this combination together before. So we're gonna see how that looks and what type of shots I can get. So yeah. Now I think a lot of these shots turned out pretty good. However, I noticed pretty quick while my dogs were running around that the autofocus on the 80D and the autofocus on the EOS R were night and day. And maybe that shouldn't be an issue because I'm sure the more I use it, the better the shots I'll get. I just feel like when it comes to the autofocus, we've been spoiled. But as far as quality, I'm still blown away. I've always thought that the photo quality from this camera was really good. All right, so one thing that I noticed right off the bat doing this, there's no stabilization in this thing at all, zero. So I'm kind of spoiled. Using the R7 that has stabilization, and see, this lens actually has stabilization in it, and it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything for any type of stabilization in this. So I'm pretty sure when I look at some of these photos, especially the ones of this group of ducks right here, they're gonna be pretty blurry because like the camera was just kind of bouncing all around. So I'm gonna sit on this bench and I'm gonna see if that helps. I'm gonna make sure the stabilization actually is on. As far as seeing if the stabilization on my lens made a difference, I wasn't able to see the results because when I got home, those shots were gone, almost like I never took them. I have no idea what happened. I don't know if I hit something on the camera and the shots didn't save, or if the memory card encountered an error or what, but those shots just went poof into Narnia somewhere. But that's fine. I'm not done playing with this camera just yet. I plan on putting it head to head with my EOS R and my R7, so stay tuned for those videos. But for now, I'd say that the 80D isn't obsolete. Yeah, the autofocus is slow, but the quality's there. And the camera still has a place amongst the current lineup of cameras. Would I shoot sports with it? Maybe not. But I would 100% shoot portraits. Pretty much anything with little movement like portraits, landscapes, astro, or whatever. But what do you think? Is this a camera that you would use going into 2025? Have you ever used the Canon 80D, and what would you use it for? Let me know down in the comments. Remember, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell so you never miss a video. Also, visit my website, jeff-gresham.com, to pick up my brand new Lightroom preset pack. It features 13 presets that I made and I use on all my projects for only $10. And until next time, get out and shoot. And I'll catch you soon. Later.